Yesterday I asked you a question that probably stuck with you, and the question was, when you faced your biggest challenge, did you just try, or did you actually move mountains before you decide to give up? And the reason why I ask you that question is because most people, 90% of them, think they fail because their goal was impossible. But the truth is, we usually fail because we quit on 90% of the way. So when we are that close to the goal, but we hit the 90%, we are like, I'm not sure if that's good for me. And before you say, hey, that's not me, I want you to chill out, okay? Let me tell you about James Dyson. He's a man that built those, famous vacuum cleaners that you and I are familiar with. He had an idea, a vacuum that never loses suction. Well, sounds a little bit easy, right? Well, it wasn't. Because for 15 years he kept trying. Not 1 year, not 2 years. I'm talking about 15 consecutive years. He was just trying over and over again. And he built not 10 prototypes, not 50. He built 5,126 prototypes. And all of them failed miserably. Talking about, the moments where you're like, I'm trying this over and over again and nothing seems to work out. Well, guess what? This man did it 5,126 times without even thinking, hey, am I even in the right road or what? Like, what is really going on? I tried this thing for a very long time, for the 15 consecutive years. But here's what's really happened. While he was working on the prototype, his wife paid for the bill. To the point that his friend thought he was crazy. And his family, man, they thought he lost it. They thought he was far too gone and they cannot do anything about it. Because this guy had been doing this thing for 15 consecutive years and he built 5,126 prototypes. It seems like the guy is not even closer to the to the potential outcome that he wanted to get. Like, it wasn't that product that he was dreaming about. Man, let's be brutally honest. Most of us would have quit on the prototype 100. Heck, most of us would even quit on the prototype 10. Some of us are not even that tolerant. We would say, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a shot once, maybe twice. But if I better see some result, because if I don't see any result, man, I'm out of here. I don't care how good the idea is. On the prototype number 2, if it print cash, I'm good. If it didn't, I'm out of that place. But he kept trying over and over again until the prototype 5,126. And that's when everything changed. Because it finally worked, and that vacuum cleaner that he had in his mind that never loses suction was finally created. Right? It's finally worked. And right now, the guy worth $6.5 billion. The difference between James and everyone else that gave up, and every single one of us that would give up on, prototype number 2, rather than, keep going until we go to the point that where we will achieve that goal. The only difference between him and us is that he was willing to fail 5,126 more times than the entire competition. I want you to let it sink in. He was willing to fail 5,126 more times than every single one of us. And that's exactly what separates the winners from everyone else. It's not the talent or luck or connection, although, don't get me wrong, they all play their own game and they all play their own part. But it's their willingness to keep moving that mountain when everyone else tap out on their 10th tree. And that's why I'm shooting this content for those individuals that want to hit it big, but they somehow still think that, it's somehow impossible. Like, I'm literally shooting for another, galaxy. Like, it's not in the ballpark. And a lot of people call me that I'm not thinking realistic. I want you to understand this, my friend, that trying is just the entrance fee. The real game will begin when you decide that the mountain will move no matter how long it takes. In the next video, I'll share the 3 secret signs that shows that you are actually closer to success than you think. The exact moment most people mistake with failure, when they're actually one push away from everything changing.